Hello, my PC students. Now, this assignment is the first time you will ever have done this word. It's called concatenation. Concatenation, and it means joining strings of text. So before we go any further, open up the one called XX concatenation. Go to your teaching documents and open it up, and then save it with your name and the current date. And I put the zoom up to 150. Now, when we say concatenation, we said join strings of text. So I want this word here, this line, to say Sophie Potter, comma, 15 years old. So I'm going to use the data, strings of text, and make my own new string of text that I want it to read. Alright, so we want to go to the function called concatenate. So you're going to click on this little FX here, and it says search for a function, type in a function. Alright, so I'm going to go concatenate. It's actually a fairly easy one if you just think of concatenate. Okay, all right, I want it, so I say go find it, and there it comes up, concatenate. That's what I want. And you see how it says put in text 1, text 2, and joins several text strings into one string. Okay, so when we start out here, okay, what do we want to come first? Well, we want Sophie to come first. So you can I can just click in the cell here, B5, or I could have typed in B5, whichever you want to do. Now watch, the string is going to build as we go, okay? And so now, and it says here we can have from 1 to 255 strings of text joined into a single one, so that's a lot. All right, now after Sophie, in text 2, we need to put a space in, right? Because you've got to have a space between her first name and her last name. So now go quote, spacebar, quote. Why? Because the space has to be in between quotes. All right, and so now text number 3, we want to get her last name Potter. And now, do you see Sophie Potter with the space? You see it building, okay? All right, now in the next box, I want to say comma space, right? Because I want to say Sophie Potter, 15 years old. So I'm going to go quote, and I want to say comma space, quote. All right, and now do you see my comma right after Sophie Potter? And you see the space. All right, then I want to use the age. Now watch, it looks like I'm out of boxes, but when I click here, all I have to do is go down and say show me another box. So now I have Sophie Potter 15. So now I want to put in here 15 years old, right? So I've got the 15 there. I want to put in quotation marks, space, and I want to put in years old, quotation mark. So now I should have Sophie Potter, comma space, and the space before the 15, and then the space here, 15 years old. All right, so you say yes, I've built it, it's all correct. That's good. Say okay. And there you see Sophie Potter, 15 years old. So now you drag down and you've made your own string of text. Barbara William, 62 years old, and so on. So very easy to use concatenate. You just have to say what cells do you want to use, and the other part is put your spaces and your commas in between quotation marks, and that's it. All right, save it there. Now I think there's one other thing they asked you to do in this one document, and that is to change the text. You know how in Word you can just go Shift F3 and change the text easily. Okay, it's not so easy in Excel. So I'm going to type in hello there, and I'm going to put in a comma space, and I'm going to type, and did you notice that I didn't put any capital letters on here? Okay, I left that one all lowercase, and then I'm going to pull it down like this 3 times. Whoa, I don't want to move it. Ollie, no better than that. Okay, thin black crosshairs and drag it down. All right, so now watch. If I put in equals upper, okay, equals upper, and I click in this cell and close my parentheses and press enter, do you see that it gives me hello there Lee Mansell in all capitals? So that's one way we can do it. Now here, if I say equals lower, open my parentheses, click on the cell, and close my parentheses. There I have all lowercase. All right. So had I typed this in, let's say I put my caps lock on and I type hello there, and comma space, and Lee Mansell. Oh, get two L's in there. Press enter, and I got to widen this out. Do you see that when we put equals lower, it came in lowercase? All right, now I'm going to say equals proper, which means title case, okay? All right, equals proper, and I'm going to click here, close my parentheses, and press enter. And so do you see capital H, capital T, capital L, capital M? So there is a way in Excel to convert your text if you want to. And then if you want to save that, you would copy it and paste it as values versus pasting it as a formula right now. If I put our formulas on, you can see upper, lower, and proper. So upper is all lower, all uppercase, lower is all lowercase, and proper is title case. And that you can see here. Okay, that's it. So save that and we'll stop there.